Well, I had the joy of being the pastor here for 9 years. Well, what brought me to Covenant, of course, was to be appointed as the lead pastor here. Really had all to do with God's fortuitous appointment, so that was a blessing. My favorite thing about Covenant, that's kind of hard to say in so many words, but it really is the nature of the people. Most of them are very servant-oriented, unique personality of a congregation, as most congregations are. But this was a congregation where it wasn't just a handful of people who made decisions, that it was widespread and worked really well here. One of the first weeks I was here, I would get here early in the morning, about 7 o'clock on Sunday morning. Don Chaddick was already here. And I walked up and there was paint on the front of our building, along with a broken watch. Now, most folks have never heard this story. And with a message. And Don thought I had planted that as a sermon illustration, but I had not. But that morning I do remember that we lifted up in prayer the needs of that young person who expressed such great frustration with God, themselves, and life. And I think that pretty well has set the tenor of the church, that sometimes it's not easy to identify those who are the least and the lost and those among us. They're not always the homeless, but there's always folks that are hungering for something more than they have. And that was a love story. Never got to meet the person that I know of, but it didn't matter, because this congregation in prayer lifted that person and their needs up, as they did every week for those 9 years.